All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're recording and we're going to be doing a video. I like to title these videos The Complete Motorcycle Rider's Guide. You know, there's lots of great videos on YouTube, but I've noticed a lot of the videos will cover just one aspect of motorcycle riding. And so what we're going to do is we're going to attempt to cover all aspects of motorcycle riding, including but not limited to shifting, braking, counter steering, riding on the freeways, etc. And we're going to do this in first person mode. I'm going to show you how to ride also a leader bike for your first time. This is a 1043cc motorcycle. If you can ride this, you can ride anything. This is the Kawasaki Z1000 Ninja. And so let's get on it. And before we do this video, let's do a quick check, make sure we're filming and we have the lens clean. Before we start, let's talk about some key tools that I think you should have. This right here is the cell phone motorcycle RAM mount. This is great. You could have your GPS there, you could control your GoPro with it, etc. Also, very important for hearing, to protect your hearing, these sponge earplugs. You can get them from Walmart, Rite Aid, or any hardware store. Now, if you're going to be going long distances or you want to have a way to travel, of course backpacks are great, but also for extra storage you could have this tank bag. I highly recommend, they're not a sponsor or anything like that, I don't get anything to tell you about, but the Joe Rocket motorcycle tank bag. These magnets right here are giant and they're very strong. Listen, very, very strong. See the little design here? This is how the type of motorcycle tank you want to look for. Try to get one that has these little designs. I noticed Joe Rocket has that design. I haven't seen any other. This is a great tank bag. This is not going anywhere. And then sometimes you will see a stranded biker and they won't be able to start their motorcycle. And if you don't want to get stranded, you know, where you your battery dies, this is great. This is the Red Fuel Power Jumper. It's a battery pack that starts your motorcycle. You put this right here in this little, I have my gloves on so I can't do it, but there's a little slot here. You put this in and then these go on the post of your battery and then you can jump your battery. It is awesome. So I will put some videos below this video. Make sure you check those out. One of them I even help a stranded motorcycle rider. So let's get started and let's cover shifting, putting the backpack on, shifting, braking, freeway riding. We're going to take you on the freeway, first person mode. And first let's talk about when you're on the motorcycle. On most Japanese bikes, everything on the left side has to do with shifting and everything on the right side is going and stopping. So let's show you this. Now I have the microphone literally right up against my lips with the sponge microphone cover because at high speeds I want you to be able to hear me, but you're definitely going to be able to hear me breathing and and all that. So but the audio will be great. So you're on the motorcycle and you want to shift. Take a look at this. This is the gear shift lever. It's like rungs on a ladder. First gear is here, neutral, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. This has 6 gears. Ran out of fingers here. As you're kicking upward, you have your hand, your foot here, I should say. See where my hand's at? And as you're kicking upward with your toe, you're going up gears. First, neutral, second, third, fourth. Let's talk about that. A slight tap up from first will put you in neutral. If you tap all the way up into second, like you'll feel it with the force of your foot, you just push up till you feel metal, that's second. If you just do like a little tap like that, you'll see the neutral light come on. I'll show you, and you're in neutral. So you're always going up and down the gear shift, you know, ladder, so to speak. Let's go to the right. and then we'll get on and we'll start. We're going to take you from beginner rider, intermediate to advanced. This, remember, is going and stopping on most Japanese bikes. This is the front brake here, you squeeze this. This is the rear brake here, you put your heel here, and your toe will go like that, you know, to stop with the rear brake. This is the throttle. Remember, going and stopping. This is the throttle. So let's get on and show you some stuff. Now, we're using this stick as a prop here. So I want to show you something. When you go to shift, you're always going to release the throttle right here. So here's how you do it. Release throttle, pull the clutch lever in and hold it, and then shift into the gear you want. Once you're in that gear right here, then and only then do you release the clutch lever and then roll back onto throttle. Now we just turned the key. Notice all the gauges are coming to life. Right in the middle we have the fuel gauge. We just gassed up, and then we have, let's start it real quick. We have the clock. We have our tachometer right here, as you can see, and here's the brights. Notice we're in neutral. Now watch this. Clutch lever in, kick down. Wait, let's take the kickstand up. Clutch lever in, kick down. Notice we're in first. Slowly let the clutch out and see how it starts moving. So do that for practice. Let's get out of gear. Watch. Slight tap up. Now we're in neutral. Now, let's put the kickstand down. I want to show you something. This bike has the ShockofGod exhaust, and it is awesome. So I'm going to show that to you. You're going to hear it. But also, check out our setup. So we have the Scorpion helmet. I highly recommend Scorpion helmet with the drop down. See this drop down visor inside here? Right here. I could shift this little lever here on the side of the helmet, and then the visor will drop down. See the sun? It's not blinding me at all. So let's let you hear the ShockofGod exhaust. This is the nicest sounding exhaust that I've ever heard, and then we're going to get on a ride. Check this out. Let's open the visor. Okay, so let's start off with when you're new, go to a parking lot like this. Try to find one less crowded. And here's what you're going to do. Pull the clutch lever in, kick down with your left foot here. We keep the clutch lever in. Notice the neutral light is out. Practice tapping up. Keep your clutch lever in, just a slight tap. See how we're back into neutral, then you can release. Practice that. Then go to first gear. Clutch lever in, tap down. Keep both feet down. Just let the clutch out and pull it back in. Don't let it out all the way. And then practice giving it a little bit of throttle. Let the clutch lever all the way out. Notice. We'll go this way. We're now going. Notice. We're not going to spend a lot of time doing this, but notice you can practice like this. Now you're going to practice stopping. Watch this. Go straight. We're going to talk about something very important. Clutch lever in. Squeeze the front brake. Get your feet coming down. Keep the clutch lever in. You just stopped. You're still in first gear. Now practice taking it out of gear. Now we're in neutral. See that? Now, something very important about stopping. This is very, very important. When you stop, see how the handlebars are straight. Don't stop like this. Keep the handlebars straight. There's a lot of weight on this motorcycle. Now, this tends to be one of the lighter motorcycles, but some of these bikes are very, very heavy, right? Even this bike, hundreds and hundreds of pounds. When the bike's like this, straight, you'll notice that it feels very light. The minute you start tilting it or you come to a stop like this, all the weight is going to shift and the bike will suddenly become very heavy and you can drop it. Worse yet, you can crash. Now, let's go right to freeway riding, and I'm going to show you that. We're going to go to street and freeway riding, show you what to look out for. So watch. Clutch lever in, kick down, neutral lights out. Slowly let the clutch lever out. I would practice that like 20 times. Let the clutch lever out while you're giving a little bit of throttle. Slowly let the clutch lever out. Slowly. We're in first. Watch this. Clutch lever in, squeeze the brake. Now we're stopping. Keep those handlebars straight. So now, notice we're still in first. When you're new, just kind of walk it like this. You know, now I'm giving it some throttle. Watch how we stop again. We're going to go out in the street. Clutch lever in. Squeeze the front brake. See? Remember, you're still in gear. So, let's go out to the street. And we're going to show you freeway. Now, on freeway, speed is life. The fighter pilots have a saying, speed is life. You don't want to be going all slow on the freeway. Watch this. Clutch lever in. Keep the handlebar straight. Clutch lever out slowly. Now, watch this. We're in first, but see how the light's red? So watch this. The bike is slowing itself down. Clutch lever in. Still in first. Now, when you're at a light like this, I'll go like this. Look, South Dakota plates. We're in California, but they have South Dakota plates. Now watch. Clutch lever in, kick into first. Slowly let the clutch out, giving it throttle. Here's the freeway here. Watch. Now watch this. Release throttle, clutch lever in, kick up to second, release the clutch lever. Now we're in second. Now, what will happen if I tap down from second? Just a little. What gear will I be in? Remember, it's first, neutral, second, so I'll be in neutral, right? Watch. Slight tap, we're in neutral. And notice I'm just coasting up to the light, slowly squeezing the brake. You want to get in the habit of your left foot going down. Again, keep the handlebar straight. That's the number one reason why new people crash when they're coming to a stop. They'll have the handlebars crooked, and when you stop, you're like, whoa, and you get all off balance and you crash. Now, when getting on the freeway, I like to be at the speed of the flow of traffic or slightly faster. Now, I strongly recommend you take the MSF course, Motorcycle Safety Foundation course. And that course will show you how to ride. I am a student of the Motorcycle Safety Foundation course. While we're waiting, here's the kill switch here. That'll stop the bike. This is the throttle. This is the starter. Here we go. Visor down. We're in first. We're going to get on it. Second. Now watch. Release throttle. Pull clutch lever in. Kick up to third. Once you're in gear, then and only then do you release the clutch lever. Now, let's show you something. Let's get in front of, no? Is this guy gonna go or no? Okay. So I want to show you something. This bike has 6 gears, so I'm all the way up to 6. Notice we're going about 60, 59, 60, and we're at like 4,500 RPMs. So on the freeway, let's get over here, stay away from people. Now in California, I'm allowed to go in the carpool lane. I'm in the carpool lane right now. I'm also allowed to lane split, which means I could actually cut down the middle here of this traffic, which I'll show you a little bit about this. This is more of an advanced type of thing. Oh, thank you, brother. Some states this is not legal, but California, they let you do it. Some people like this guy, they'll be very nice. My bike kind of looks sort of like a cop bike from the front, the way it's kind of two-tone-ish. So I notice a lot more people get out of the way. So on freeway, what I would do when you're new, stay in that lane over there, all the way over there. Sort of like you're learning how to swim and you're in the shallow end. Stay over there. And then notice what type of motorcycle do you want for the freeway. I would say if your freeways go very fast like mine do, mine will go 80, 85. Speed limit will say 65. Nobody's going 65. They're all going like 80, 85. Then at least a 500 or a 600 for freeway riding, unless you're going very short distances like 10 miles or whatever. You get a little 250, 300 and you're going on these long distance freeways, you're going to feel like you walk there. You're going to want something with some power. Now, freeway's pretty easy. Notice, not much to say. You just go. But notice, I'm not riding next to anyone. I always want to get away from people so I have an escape. If something happens with this dude here on the left, I can move on the lane, kind of like the area over there. Now, here's some interesting statistics about freeways. Okay? Less chance, smaller chance of you getting in an accident on the freeway. Well, why? Because everyone's going the same direction. You don't have people pulling out. You don't have four-way intersections. Everybody's going the same direction. However, if you do crash, larger chance of a fatality. So this is why you want to wear good gloves. I'm wearing a jacket with CE armor in it, yet it's got these little holes. I don't know if you can see that with the sun shining on it, where it actually breathes, air flows through it. Now, this is a leader bike, so watch this. We're in 6th gear. This is why leader bikes are great. Watch, I got to get around. I just go, and we're around that quick. Okay, so freeway, very, very easy, very simple. Notice this is why you want the Joe Rocket magnetic tank bag. This thing hasn't even budged a millimeter or centimeter. It's, look, it is stuck on there. It is great. I've had other motorcycle bags where they start blowing off and you're like holding it down. Another product which is great are these gloves. These are, I'm going to show you why these gloves are good. The knuckles are protected, but they're S-U-O-M-Y. Suomai. Look at the finger. Look at this finger here. This finger is digitized material where I can touch the phone, or I can go to the ATM and I don't have to take my gloves off, or I can go pump gasoline like we did before we got on the beast here, and I could punch information on the phone, the ATM, and it's great. Most gloves, you go to do it and it's not working, you got to take your gloves off. It's a pain. And notice, all you need is one of those fingers to do that. So now we're going to show you the twisties. This is more of an advanced part of this training. And we have the Santa Ana winds over here in California. The Santa Ana winds are, look at the trees here. See the trees blowing around? Very strong winds right now. So now we're going to get off and I'm going to show you how I take corners when I'm getting off. I'm in 6th gear. Watch how I'm not braking. I just downshifted a little. It says 30 miles per hour going like 45. Left side, now I pull in to the right side. I'm doing a little slower so you can see it before I go through it. Do not brake with your front brake going around a corner. Very dangerous. I am not braking here, I'm just downshifting. Not braking, because notice, now I'm starting to brake because the bike's straightening out. I kick down to neutral. Look at those handlebars. Perfectly straight. Other gauges, these are the brights. See the brights right here? This is the turn signal. Turn left, see it blinking. Push in to cancel out. Or if I turn right, see it blinking. Push in to cancel out. You guys know this. You look at right here, see where it says green light. So I'll be kicking back. I don't have to hold it in gear, and I'll watch that green light right there. See it? And as soon as I start to see it turning yellow, I'll put it in gear. There it is, yellow. Clutch in, kick into first. Now we wait. Make sure no one runs it, especially when you're at the front of the light. Now we're going to show you some stuff. This is more advanced. Look at this gorgeous day. See if I can do this video in 4K. I'll put some image stabilization on it so it's smooth as butter. Now, a lot of guys crash up here in the double hills. This is where a lot of guys crash because there's some twisties up here. You're always hearing motorcycle down over here. And when you're going to an area with a lot of twisties and you're unfamiliar with it, take it kind of slow. Once you get good at it, like I know this area now like the back of my hand, so I can just like fly through it. So we're going to take you a little advanced pace. Now watch how I go through the gears. Second, release throttle. I'm going to go up to third. Clutch lever in, kick up to third, release clutch lever, roll back on the throttle. Let me tell you something real quick. Now we're going to show you counter steering. This is one of the #1 reasons why people crash. All counter steering is, it's an unfortunate name, it should be called counter pressure, is watch. When I pull back towards me on this left handlebar, watch what happens. I'm going to go to the right. See that? When I pull back on the right handlebar, what's going to happen? The bike's going to veer to the left. See how we did that? You're going to do that through the corner. You cannot lean through corners when you're going at high speed. You must learn counter steering. You ever see these videos on YouTube where the guy just goes into the ditch because he's trying to lean it? And remember, these bikes are heavy and the bike's forcing itself to stand up. So I'm going to show you some dangerous counter steering. On 3, we're going to pull back towards me on the right. The bike is going to lean to the left and take us through that corner. On 3, 1, 2, wait for it, 3. See how it does it? Now, we're going to have some twisties. Look at the sign on the here and another sign. We're going to pull back on the left and the right. It's going to be like a snake. So we're going to be pulling back left, right, as we go through this. No one's in front of us, so this is great. Look at the sign. Right corner. On 3, we're going to pull back on the left. We're going to try to stay in the middle of the lane. Watch. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Smooth as butter. Look at that. Now, look at the sign. Pull back on the right on 2. 1, 2. Look, it's going to the right. Pull back on the left on 2. 1, 2. Pull back on the right on 2. 1, 2. It's the strong one. Now, notice we're going like 60, and now you're going to be coming to a stop. We're in 6th gear. Let's make sure we're all the way up. Yeah, we're all the way up to 6th gear. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, neutral, 1. I'm going to go all the way down to neutral. Okay? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, neutral. You ready? Watch. You are not going to do it the amateur way where you stay in 6th gear and pull the clutch lever in. Oh, I hate that. And then you get up to the light and you frantically are kicking down trying to find first. No, 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 no. You are going to do it the experienced, professional way. Watch how we do it. Watch and learn, folks. I like to say stopping, I do, brother, is like you're landing a jet, like a jet plane or a F-15. What I'm going to do is start downshifting as I'm coming up to the stop sign. Watch how by the time I get to the stop sign, I'm slowly going in neutral, okay? 6th gear, watch this. 5th gear, not braking, just coasting. 4th gear, starting to put the front brake on and the rear brake. 3rd gear, look how smooth. 2nd gear, now remember, slight tap down from 2nd, watch this. Neutral. Foot goes down, that's how you do it. Now, let's do some counter steering here. 2nd gear. There's like a tree tunnel up here, which is pretty cool. 3rd gear. Speed limit 50, so this is cool. We're going to counter steer here. On 2, we're going to pull back on the left. 1, 2. Pulling back, see that? Let's go on this dark stuff. Whoa, big hole here. Yeah, this dark stuff's not too smooth. Okay. Coming up to a stop sign, so watch how we come to a stop. And you have to kind of time it. You know, you see the stop sign approaching. I start to slow down first. Notice. Downshifting. I'm at 2,000 RPMs downshifting. I'm in neutral, still moving. Won't put my foot down this time in first. Hold it. And there you go. Didn't put our foot down. Let's go through it. 2nd, now how do you shift again? Remember, it's always release throttle, pull clutch lever in, kick into gear. Watch, release throttle, pull clutch lever in, kick into gear, release clutch lever, roll back on. You always release the throttle when you are going into a gear. You never just keep the throttle on. So we have some more strong counter steering here coming up. Look at this one. We're going to pull back on the right on 3. 1, 2, 3. Go. Now, when I say pull back, I'm just giving it like slight pressure towards me. Sometimes I'll also push forward on the left to give it that just extra pressure. Little slight pullback on the right. I think there's a sharp corner coming up here. Let's see, coming around the bend here. Let's see. Is this it? No, we're just going through it. Now, stop sign, approaching quickly, downshift, starting to brake because I am approaching this kind of quick. Downshift again while braking. See that? You'll get good. Notice I'm in neutral. I won't put my foot down. I'm in first. Here's the sharp corner. So let's hit this at a good clip. We're going to pull back on the left, then we're going to pull back on the right. 2 sharp corners. It says 30, but we'll hit it at a good clip. Watch. Here we go. So we're going to pull back on the left, slightly push forward on the right on 2. 1, 2. Yeah, that was a strong one. Here's a strong one here. Pulling back on the right on 2. Pushing forward on the left. 1, 2. Yeah, that was a strong one. You definitely have to counter steer there, so you can't just lean it. You ever see, I'm going to tell you about a YouTube channel you got to check out, Moto Madness, M-O-T-O, and then the word Madness, M-A-D-N-E-S-S. Some of my videos are on there. None of them are crash videos, but you'll see crash videos on that YouTube channel. But that Moto Madness YouTube channel, you'll learn a lot. You'll see guys going around a corner, and it's usually they're riding with a bunch of guys that are more experienced. And as all of them are going around the corner, I could tell, oh, this guy's going to eat it, because everyone's full on hard leaning and counter steering into it. We have some more twisties coming up, but the guy that's new, that never really has practiced counter steering, he's trying to lean it through the corner, and he's toast. And as he tries to lean it into the corner, he crashes, because you cannot approach certain corners fast just by leaning. See, when you counter steer, you're manipulating that weight, you're forcing the bike into the lean, into the corner, and it's safer. You're actually, it reminds you of like a skateboard, how you're going like that. Okay, we're going to slow up here because there's a track. Well, you know what? Let's try hitting these tracks at a faster clip. I've tried it slow, fast, but I don't like when it bounces my bike around. Let's see. Yeah, I think slow is better. Okay, we have some counter steering coming up here. Check it out. Thought that guy was going to go 35 miles per hour, so watch it. This one's a strong one. Watch. Right here. Where is it at? I'm hunting for it. Here it is. It's gonna come around this corner here. Let's see. Wait for it. Here it is. This one. Right here. Pull back on the left. On 2. 1, 2. Yeah, that one was definitely a strong one. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to witness the slowest corner ever in California. Not this one. This corner, you have to come to, like, not this one, the one right after it. You have to come to, like, practically a complete stop. That one I leaned, because that was like a slow 25 mile per hour one. This one you're not going to counter steer. Look, it says 15 miles per hour. This is like the slowest corner in world history. For these corners, I'll go with the outside, and then I'll pull in here like this. Lots of gravel, so I don't like to fly through that too fast. We're going to take you on the street a little while, and now we're going to take you to some super duper advanced counter steering. And I'm going to say, look at this guy. Geez, you mind getting in your lane? This guy needs to learn how to counter steer. So like pot. Whew! Man! No wonder he's driving like that. Could smell the pot. California, the land of the fruits and the nuts. Seriously, I'm a Texas guy that should be in Texas. I'm a Texas guy trapped in California. Here we go. We got the pole position. All right, this guy on my left really wants to get on it. So you're gonna definitely see some counter steering here. Especially there, this guy's like behind me is going fast. All right, let's see. Any donkeys? All right, I am getting so lucky. That guy pulled off. Keep your eyes peeled. This is another street you'll see a lot of bikers go down because of the